Hey everybody, Logan is back in the long drive. We are going to jump right back into our drive today and see what is inside of this handy dandy little garage. We gave it a quick check last time just to see what was in there, and there we go. And we did not see, well, no, I take that back. We looked to see if there was a white striped Christine, which there was not. There is a black bumper, hopefully it's a rear bumper. We got some radiators, we got some tires, we got a tire doing the jig. Okay, he's done. It's actually a pretty decent looking tire. We don't really need it though. There's a spray bottle, which, you know what, we could probably use the spray bottle. Let me see, we're just gonna put that right there. Alright, what else we got in here? We got, a little bit of gasoline. So, once we get through here, I've got some exciting news for you guys. Let's close this up and close this up just in case. Oh, is there anything on top? Up. Oh, just the toilet. We're gonna break it though. Wait, yeah. Oosh. Okay. Doopy doopy doo. What else is in here? Alright, I'm not seeing anything that we. Oh man, this is really heavy. What is in this? Oh, there's a barrel in it. No wonder it's so heavy. That has 40 some liters of oil. Okay, that's why we couldn't pick that up. There we go. Oh, and it has a pallet stuck to it. Whatever. Let's see. There's some oil. There's some more oil. There's a couple more white walls. A lot of white walls in here. Right, let's see if we can pick this bumper up, which is half outside. I do think that looks like it might be the rear bumper, which we are missing. There we go. Come on, let me out. Let me out. Oh, that is not black, it is chrome. Nope, that is a front bumper. Yeah, I definitely do not like the chrome. But you guys know how I feel about chrome. Alright, nothing much else in there, so let's take this guy. Oh yeah. So let's see, we've got 12. We can reload. We can pick this guy up. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. And then we'll put this guy. Uh oh. I can't do that. I have to do this. Okay, there we go. Then we come here. Then we can rotate this guy and drop him. Nope. What are you doing? What? There. Nope. Get down in there. Is that a poo in there? Are you a poo? Are you a sausage? What are you? You're a sausage. Why are you in there? Okay, we'll close this and we will get on the road and start driving. So, I had mentioned some exciting news. I think it's exciting. Tomorrow, July 31st, I have a couple of deliveries coming. I have a new CPU for the computer coming, a brand new Ryzen to replace my 3rd gen Ryzen. So brand new, top of the line guy. Should be really nice. Won't really help with this game a whole lot, but that's going to be super nice. Got a new motherboard coming with it because my motherboard will not support it. And I also have a shiny new condenser mic, which should be a whole lot better than what I have now. So once I get everything hooked up and set up and upgraded, I might do a midweek episode just so we can test out that new mic, try to get it dialed in and sounding good, see if you guys can get a better audio quality out of me. So if anybody wants to help subsidize that cost, Logan is accepting donations. I'm kidding. Please don't give me money unless you want to. So hopefully there will be a midweek stream with all kinds of new stuff. Oh lord. Oh god. Ow. Okay, there's the hood. That hurt. Oh. Ow. Okay, oh, that might be the headlight too. Okay, so maybe we got lucky and everything that we lost is right here. Not really sure. I think we hit a rock and then a... boom, and then a post. Oh, we lost all 4 headlights. Holy cow. Oh, it did not look that bad. Apparently, though, it was. Wow. Okay. Oh, and we lost that visor, which I don't really care about. Oof. Okay. Did not realize that we lost all 4 headlights. Wow. Alright, so there's one of them. We already found one, so we have 2 now. Okay. So we're still missing 2 headlights. Oh, there's one up there. Alright, let's see. There's headlight. Okay. Here's number 3. Boop. Alright, so now we're just missing 1. Do we think we know where that 1 is? Let's look for just a minute. Oh, I'll tell you, that wreck at first did not seem that bad, and all of a sudden things just went flying and it got real rough. I don't really even remember where we went off the road. Everything just happened so quickly. Oh my. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess if we only lose 1 headlight out of that, it could be a whole lot worse. I think we took an extra headlight from somewhere, didn't we, last week? Yeah, I'm not seeing. Oh, a lot of rabbits. They are not happy with how long we've been here. Okay, we are just gonna keep on moving. Yeah, the rabbits are not happy that we've been here that long. Alright, let's just move. Whew, okay. So, we already lost all of our headlights. Found 3 of them. Lost the hood, found it. There's a rock and a bump. Shoo. So anyway, yeah, hopefully we'll get a midweek stream with all the new stuff set up and hooked up. The one thing I'm really annoyed with is I know sure as I'll get out, I'm going to have to contact Microsoft and say, I upgraded my CPU, I upgraded the motherboard, reactivate my copy of Windows, because for some reason you upgrade your own computer and they like to say that Windows is no longer activated. Oof. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Slow down so we don't do anything crazy. There we go. So yes, I do agree though. I should have gotten frequent flyer miles for last week as much airtime as we had, because that was just insane. It felt like every time we turned a corner, we were flipping through the air. Hopefully, boom, this week is not too bad. There's a rock, but we've already flipped once and it's been like 5 minutes. So, it's very possible that it's going to happen many, many times. But we'll see. Let's curve. Ooh, okay. Man, this Hunker Road is a little dangerous. Yep, there's danger. Okay, shoo. Just call the. How many of you guys actually remember Darkwing Duck? That show was amazing. I loved Darkwing Duck. I think it's on Disney Plus. I need to rewatch it. Absolutely loved Darkwing growing up. I always felt like it never got the recognition, I guess, that it deserved. Great show. And kind of had like a Batman-esque thing going on with Darkwing. Really good. I always enjoyed it. It was up there with like Tailspin and DuckTales, all that good stuff. Alright, so we're getting a little higher elevation. Bounce. Okay. So, yeah, honestly, I don't know how long we've been driving. And about the only way to tell is really just to go into the save file and see how long it says we've driven on this one. But I kind of feel like, at this point, we've got a lot of stuff we need. We've found the new cars as we needed them. So when we started, like over a year ago, I wanted the station wagon, the big 4-door station wagon. We found it, started building it, and then right about the time we actually got it up and going, completely finished, the truck update dropped. So we dropped everything, we found the pickup, and we drove it until the Fury update. And of course, we found the Fury. We've been driving it ever since. Maybe there will be... They have released a new teaser for an update that seems to show some new vehicles, some new buildings, things like that. Oh, we are hungry. Not really thirsty, though. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. New cars, new buildings, maybe. So that is certainly interesting. Looking for. Ooh, we need this. Certainly looking forward to it, and hopefully, what's this? Gas. Yes. So hopefully it is things that we will enjoy. But now apparently some of the things have been in there, like in the game files, for quite a while, and they've not really done anything with them. So we'll see. Who knows? Maybe it's tricks, maybe it's things that are actually coming. Apparently, they did in the multiplayer update add a new weapon. I think somebody said it was like a sawed off shotgun, which we already have 3 weapons. And so the only reason I can see them adding another one, especially a shotgun, is if the grab this, is if the enemies are going to start getting more aggressive and maybe start attacking in groups. Because why else would you need to fire shotgun shells when you have a fully automatic AK? Oh, that's just a pallet. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's not a snake. We don't need that. We do need to eat though. Let's see. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's new stuff. That's always good. Alright, so let's go get us a drink of water really quick, and we are gonna head back out. Oh, if we can get in, there we go. Scoochy, scoochy. Water. Uh-oh, autosave. There we go. So we need to take us a poo and a pee, because we are completely full on both meters. We will do that in the safety of the car while we drive. So yeah, like I said, hopefully they will be adding some new stuff soon. Some of the images they showed, one of them was like a tractor, which I don't really know what that would be super useful for in this game, but who knows, maybe they'll come up with something. And then another thing they did looked like they were using almost, it kind of reminded me of Fallout. It had like post-apocalyptic vibes to it, and they had armored up a Fury and put like the tractor wheels on it. So that was kind of cool. So maybe they are going to be leaning more into, oh, need to slow down, the post-apocalyptic survival side along with the drive, which would be kind of cool. Like I said, especially if they're adding a shotgun and more violent, tactical, I don't know, swarmy enemies. I still think it would be kind of cool if we were right, and the longer you stayed in a location, the more rabbits started to spawn. And they kind of just leaned into that by saying, like, oh, you spend a place overnight, you're gonna wake up overrun with rabbits because you were there for like 8 hours, whatever. So that'd be kind of neat. Oh, down the hill we go. So there's a huge valley in front of us. Gotta be careful going down this. Just for funsies, I did fire up, ooh, Smooth Road, a game that had a big valley like this. I went and just like flipped a car off of it. Wasn't as damaging as I had expected. I kind of figured it would flip and tumble and roll for miles until, oh no, oh, there we go. Until every part and piece was off the car. But it ended up back on the wheels pretty quickly most of the time, with minimal damage, well, as far as, you know, parts lost. So maybe it wouldn't be too bad sliding off, but I definitely do not want to do it. Okay, there we go. Shoo. Alright, the smooth road is helping because we can, oh, there we go, maintain a pretty decent, oh, sheesh. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. Alright, so we definitely want to find us a place to stop for the night. Along with avoiding the rocks, we could be missing some very valuable buildings right off the side of the road. Whew, okay. That's just, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yes, okay. So I think maybe, oh, there's a rock. Let's go ahead and pile up right here. We'll have us asleep. There we go. So I think we'll be watching the new Jurassic Park tonight. Kind of looking forward to it. Kind of not based off of reviews and what I've heard. The original, of course, was a classic. The second was okay. It kind of seemed like the buildings had fallen into disrepair and overgrowth quicker than I would have expected. Still good. The third one, well, the third one was a movie that exists. That's a thing that I can say about it. I didn't hate it as much as a lot of people, but I mean, it obviously was not as good as the original or the sequel. And so, yeah, it was. And then when they made that new one with Chris Pratt there a few years ago, that first one in the series, I was actually pretty excited. And getting to go back and hear the music and all that was really fun, nostalgic. What's this? Was it gas? That's gas. So I enjoyed it for what it was, of course. The second one, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really like it. I think there was one with the volcano, like where the island was being covered in lava. Honestly, I don't remember. I watched it once and I've never seen it again. I might need to watch it first. But yeah, so then I'm gonna watch the third one tonight, the final one where they bring back all the characters from the original. We'll see how they tie that in. Hopefully it's good. I've not heard a lot of good things, but we'll see. You never know, at least until you watch it anyway. So maybe it's good. I still want to see the new Top Gun, but I think I missed it. I'll have to wait until it comes to streaming or disc or whatever. Which honestly, I don't know the last time I went to a Redbox. I used to live at Redbox. I mean, $1 for a DVD or Blu-ray rental for a night, that was fantastic. You run out to the Redbox, which most of the time I had one within 5-10 minutes. Get a movie for $1, watch it, take it back the next day. Super cool. And then they used to, like right at midnight, would get the new releases, whatever was in theaters had just come out to disc. They had it that night or the next day. I mean, obviously it would run out really quickly, but you could still get it. And then they started holding off. I guess the movie people were like, no, if people can rent it from you for $1 immediately, they're not going to run out and buy the DVD or Blu-ray. So it started being like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and then I think last time I went, it was like a month and a half, 2 months before Redbox was getting the new releases. Which at that point, you know, all the spoilers I'd heard of or whatever, and streaming was really taking off at that point. So I pretty much switched over to streaming. Honestly, I can't tell you the last time I bought a movie on Blu-ray. Like, even when streaming was still a thing, I would still buy the new releases that I really wanted on Blu-ray disc. Just to have a copy, full, 4K. Or not 4K, 1080 Blu-ray. And it was awesome. And then, man, is this like a really steep hill? This is a pretty steep hill. And then streaming came along, Netflix and all of them have 4K streaming built in. So start doing that, and what was the last Blu-ray I bought? I don't remember. And it was probably something old that I didn't see streaming at the time. It's really hard to tell. Was it? No, I didn't even buy. I was thinking maybe it was the sequel to Halloween, also titled Halloween, oddly enough. I still think that was a bad choice. Which, I love the movie, don't get me wrong. The original John Carpenter classic Halloween is a masterpiece. All the others were crap. I didn't like hardly any of them. And then they're like, okay, we're going to remake the second one, kind of remake it. It's going to be a whole new thing. Direct sequel to the original. None of the others happened. It was all made up. Cool. Good story. I enjoyed it. Brought back a lot of people. Said, cool. I really like this. Then they're like, Halloween Kills. I'm like, alright, cool. The last one was really good. Yeah, Halloween Kills was not great. I don't know what happened. Because, with all the 2 and 3 and H2O and whatever they made, Michael turned into some kind of mythical, unstoppable machine. And with the remake slash reboot slash direct sequel from the creator, whatever, they're like, okay, yeah, he's just a dude. He was locked up in an insane asylum ever since that night, and he escapes and he's going after Lori because he like ruined her life. Cool, makes sense. And then Halloween kills, and they're like, we've stabbed him and shot him and set him on fire, and somehow dude is still alive. Like, that doesn't make sense. I mean, I get that she shot him a couple of times in the first movie, but come on. Oh, okay, we're just gonna slide right by this building. Is that what's happening? Okay, turn. There we go. Now let's backtrack up the hill just a smidge, if we can. And our tires are screaming. Come on, can't get any traction. Let's go. Let's go. You can do it, Fury. Use that V8. Use it. There we go. Put that V8 to work. There we go. At least this thing has really good brakes. Alright, what's over here? Is this some gasoline? Nope, it's an autosave. There we go. That is indeed gas. So we're still missing a headlight from that wreck. We're keeping the gas pretty well topped off. 57 of 76. So we could definitely be doing worse on fuel. Boop, headlight. Close the trunk. And what's over here? Basket tires, rims, paint, basket. Some meat, which we ate. More meat. I mean, the thing is, like, a lot of people, and myself included, honestly, a lot of the time, have a tendency to hoard items in this game. You're like, well, it's a survival game. What if, I start driving down the road and I run out of meat and my dude starts to starve or thirst to death? There's so many resources that it's really not that big of a deal. So I mentioned, kind of wondering if they were going to use the shotgun and swarming enemies to kind of ramp up the difficulty. I'm wondering if they're going to lean more into a hardcore survival mode. Maybe like permadeath and, stricter resources, things like that. Oh. Which would be kind of cool, honestly. Give people that want a more relaxed game the option to turn on peaceful, turn off hunger and thirst, all of that, and just kind of go back to the classic drive. Or if you want a more kind of mid-grade approach where we are now, leave it the way it is, and then hardcore you can turn on permadeath and more aggressive enemies, harder resource management, things like that. But oh, no, stay on the road. Do not clip off the road. Clipping off the road causes bad things. There we go. Whew. So I do really like this game, obviously. I've put hundreds of hours into it. And I really appreciate that the devs are still working on it. They haven't just said like, yeah, it's functional, it's done, we've made a few updates, alright, we're moving on. So I do really appreciate that they're still working on it and they're continually adding new things. The only thing I really wish they would do is just a little bit more communication. Like, I know they get it sucked into it. It's not, I don't think it's their full-time jobs. Like, this is something they're doing on the side. And I appreciate that, and hopefully me kicking them the 12 or 15 bucks, whatever this game cost, was enough to help out with that. So really, like I said, the only thing that I would really hope for is a little bit more communication just from the devs, like, hey, yeah, we're working on a new, oh no. Yes, we're working on a new, oh no. Oh, there we go. Oh, that wasn't terrible. Could have been much worse. And all that from a teeny tiny rock. Okay. I don't think we actually lost anything. Shoo. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, just some extra communication from them. Things like, hey, we don't want to spoil anything, we don't want to give anything away, but like, yeah, we're working on a new update. Things like that. Just to let us know what they're working on, that they are working on it. Because if you look at the Steam page, there's usually always a question of, are they still working on the game? Is a new update coming? Things like that, just because we don't know. They don't really give us any hints or dev showcases, things like that. Now, like I mentioned, they did drop the little teaser, which was cool, so that does seem to hint at slash imply that they are working on an update and that maybe the things in it are coming. However, like I did mention, one of the cars has apparently been in the game files for, why are we not stopping? One of the cars has been in the game files for quite a while with no inclusion. And another thing is the title. They didn't show it as The Long Drive. It was shown as The Drive, which is the old original name for the game. So it's like, is this just really old stuff and they're releasing it now? Is this a kind of callback and saying, we're going to finish some of the things that have been in the files for a while? Or is it just a video they slapped together for fun and put it out there to see what would happen? That's only 1/10 of a liter. I don't know, that's worth dumping in. Nope, it was 2. So it's hard to tell. I don't think there's nope. It's really hard to tell what they're working on, if they're working on it. So that'd be nice. Like Space Engineers, for example, which I've spent a lot of time in. So much time. Like I've spent close to 400 hours, I think, in the long drive. I've got almost double that in Space Engineers. Now, granted, I've been playing Space Engineers for a lot longer, but yeah, I've spent a lot of time in that game. Which is kind of funny because Adam was the one that got me into it. He texted me up one day. I was like, hey, check out this video, seems super fun. And so he sent me a video from Soviet Womble of them playing Space Engineers. And I watched it and it's like, these guys are just building spaceships and space stations and doing all kinds of cool, crazy stuff. So we started looking into it. He bought a copy. I played his a little bit. Thought, man, this does seem really cool. Got it on sale, actually, I think from like Humble Bundle. I picked it up and I've bought every DLC. I've put 800 hours into it, I think. And I've loved every minute of it. And we have built some crazy cool things. We've built some really stupid things. We've had massive battles. I've played survival quite a bit, which, oh lord, kind of breaks down like Minecraft in space in a way. Because it is that same sort of blocky survival thing, just, there's no food or water, things like that. But there's oxygen and health and power management, things like that. But, yeah, they do like showcases on upcoming things. They'll talk to you about big changes that are coming, new DLC. Now, one thing I will say that I much more enjoy about the long drive is all the updates have been free. You've bought the game, you've supported the development, here's all the updates. Whereas Space Engineers is now up to like 7 or 8 DLC, something like that. And each one costs, I think it's like $3 or $4 at launch, and I think they're raising the prices on them. So now you're looking at close to $5-6 US dollars after tax on each DLC, and there's 6 or 7 of them. And while, yeah, for the most part they're all cosmetic, as soon as there's a car, but it's not Christine. As soon as they start adding functional blocks, which I think they have now, it's gonna start becoming play to win, and I'm really worried about that. It's not to that point yet, but it's definitely getting close and heading in that direction, in my opinion. Which, obviously, I do not care for. Cigarettes. Which I do not care for. I don't like pay to win. I don't like... There we go. We can use this since we don't have our dash cluster. Um, yeah, I don't like pay to win, things like that. That's partly why I quit playing Star Trek Online, because I love the idea of STO. And I played it for a long time. At the time, I had reached the maximum level. I was like a fleet admiral, had a really cool ship, had tons of upgrades, had finished like the main storyline, had put quite a bit of time into it, and knew everything the game had to offer. Got kind of bored, took a break, came back, and I mean, even when I quit, which I didn't do PvP battles because I don't like forced PvP, I prefer PvE, but I digress. So, it was already pay to win, kind of. I mean, you could win and like beat the game and do all the missions and stuff without spending a penny, which I did. And then I come back from my break. They've introduced all these new ships, all these really cool features, and it's locked behind having, I think it was like Zen coins is what they called them. And sure enough, the only way to get those stupid little coins was with real money. So I will admit I broke down and spent a little bit on it, like 20 bucks. And then uh, somebody had got me a gift card for like Christmas. They were like, "Hey, what do you want? I'm gonna get you a gift card." I'm like, actually, like just get me one for whatever the service was. And I used it in that, and I got a really cool ship that at the time was top of the line. Nothing could match it. And then 2 months later, big new update, and all of a sudden, my ship that was top of the line could beat just about anything because it was pay to win, was outgunned. And so I can only imagine now if I log back in after 2, 3 years, how much has changed, how much my former top of the line ship would be outgunned. Because I had whatever the in game at the time variation of like the new Enterprise was, the Enterprise F maybe? I think it was the F. And it was this like really cool ship that could do like a triple separation. Really cool ship. And I think Adam had the Galaxy class Dreadnought, that one with the big spinal laser thing that was really cool. Could destroy the Borg in no time at all. And like we could go toe to toe, and it was usually 50-50 on who would win. And then when I quit playing, he kept on for a while. They added some new stuff where you could invest time and send your ship out to do stuff for your crew, and they'd come back with new technology. Oh my. Oh, please land easy, please land easy. That was not easy. Oh, okay. That was, oh, okay. That was actually much better than expected. Still lost a headlight somewhere. And we lost our visor. Okay. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. There we go. Ooh, doggy. Okay. There we go. 2 rocks in a row. Oh. Wow, okay. That took... Oh, yeah. Wow, that took my breath away for a second. Okay. But, yeah, so where you could upgrade your shields and your weapons and all this stuff and things that I had no idea how to do because I wasn't there when it was introduced and I didn't do it. So he had went out and like upgraded weapons, upgraded phasers, torpedoes, shields to the point that I felt like I couldn't do any kind of damage. And I tried to get into it, but I just didn't spend enough time. So at this point, if I log back in, I'm probably going to be outclassed by like the starter ships. So I just hadn't even thought about it. I do wish we could get a cool new Star Trek game. Like we have the what was it, Bridge Crew, Bridge Commander, whatever that VR game is. It's pretty cool. Haven't spent a lot of time in it, but it's pretty cool. Always enjoyed it. So yeah, we just need a really good Star Trek game. I feel like it would be hard to make that though, Because part of the appeal of Star Trek is, of course, I mean, at least for me, a lot of it's very political, diplomatic, philosophical, as opposed to Star Wars, which is always pew pew lasers. So, and that was one thing I didn't like about the bridge crew is there's no way to talk to people and say, like, hey, like, let's not fight, let's go our separate ways, we're just trying to do this, we didn't realize we were in your space, or whatever, whatever. It's always, oh no, bad guys, red alert, and then you get fired upon. I don't know. I think it would just be hard to make a really good Star Trek game, but with the advancements in computers and gaming and the way things are going, maybe before long it wouldn't be hard to have an almost infinite number of paths that you could go down for, like I said, talking to your enemy versus blindly opening fire, things like that. Oh, rocking the road. And a double building, which I think is a good place to stop. We're probably at about 35 minutes here. So, oh, there's a ship out there. We don't really need anything from it though. So, oh, autosave. There we go. So I think what's happening? Oh jeez. Okay. So guys, like I said, I think we're gonna end it here. Next time, which will hopefully be midweek with all the new stuff, we will explore this double building. What is going on? Ever since that autosave, whoa. Okay, something crazy is happening up there. If I look away from it, we're okay. What happens if I back up? As soon as we start looking at it, okay, maybe we won't explore that double building. Maybe we just need to get away from it. What is happening? Alright, something is going on at that double building. I've seen this before. It's usually something crazy is trying to spawn in. Alright, let's just drive through this double building. We're gonna go kind of slow, try to look down at the floorboard for the most part. See if we can get past this double building. Okay, that seems to have fixed whatever the problem was. I think. Okay, that was weird. That was real weird. Huh. Alright, maybe we'll back up and check that out next time if I remember. But like I said, hopefully that will be a... Okay, something's going on. Because it's doing it again. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But, like I said, hopefully we'll see a midweek update with a new CPU, a new motherboard, a new CPU cooler, as well as a new microphone. So if we see that, yay. Let me know what you think of the mic quality. If not, I will see you guys next weekend. As always, I am Logan. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you like this, let me know. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, a subscription if you haven't already. That way, I can continue to make these. I don't want to make them if you don't want to see them. So, let me know that you like it. I am Logan. This is The Long Drive, and I will catch you next time.